Around the world, disasters are on the increase. In the past 10 years, earthquakes, heat waves, floods, hurricanes, fires and volcanoes have killed over 1 million people, affected another 2 billion and caused $4.5 trillion of damage.
I just never saw that much water. This street was probably this high.
The first words I said was, "Oh my God, everybody's dead," because there was nobody coming out.
Ito dati itong bahay namin. And then yun po ang nakawas out ng bahay namin.
Our homes are where we look for shelter, but when disaster strikes, we're on the front line. If you think your house is safe, think again.
The house was destroyed by the flood.
We're going to reveal the hidden risks and ask, is your home built to last?
Building codes are critically important to life safety and property protection.
The public, they need to be asking these questions of the builder. Why won't you build me a home that will survive?
It's either pay a little more now or pay a hell of a lot more later.
We're going to discover how you can make your home safer.
Disasters are not natural. Nature provides events, but we provide the vulnerabilities that take a natural event and make it into a disaster, or worse, a catastrophe.
On May the 20th, 2013, a Force 5 tornado struck a small town in Oklahoma. Residents of Moore had seen tornadoes before, but nothing like this. Over a mile wide, wind speeds exceeded 100 miles an hour, reaching 210 miles an hour at its core.
I had just come back from the hospital from my 30-day postpartum from delivering my first daughter. And after lunch, we came home, and I was exhausted from being a new mom and passed out on the couch with my daughter cradled in my arms, and my husband was sitting in the living room with us watching the news, luckily. He had told me to go get a bag together. I kind of thought he was joking. I think what scared me the most is on the tornado sirens at one point said, "Get out. If you don't have an underground shelter, get out. You are not likely to survive." Everybody in the neighborhood is trying to get out at this point. The only ways out of this part of the neighborhood are straight west, which of course is the direction of the tornado.
Sheridan and her husband escaped across the open fields. They were lucky. In just 2 hours, 24 people died and 377 were injured. Once the storm passed, Sheridan and her husband rushed home.
We were the first ones back in the neighborhood, and it looked like a bomb had exploded. It looked like everybody was probably dead. When he pulled up to our now destroyed lot, I was like, "Why are you stopping? Where are we?" I didn't even recognize where we were. All the exterior walls were gone. The front of the house was completely gone. The thing that finally made me recognize where we were was our tree.
For Max, Sheridan and month-old Taylor, the car they were sitting in was all they had left.
It's emotional, especially just thinking how many people had died immediately. The emotional shock definitely continues. I know a lot of people that still have a very hard time during storm season. There's definitely a lingering trauma that will probably never leave.